Woo! Hello Cobrats and welcome back to Pokémon Colosseum. I am TryclydeTamer. Last time we did some brief preparation in Colosseums and came here to the Shadow Pokemon Lab. We had a little bit of a wraparound running into our final team member, Vibrava. But now live commentary. And now to do the rebattling I've been talking about. Okay, we can dump this data. Let's see now. I'm being very nonchalant with the alarm going on. I'm probably used to it. What? Quite annoying. You better get ready, Master Einwell. Huh? Oh, you two, you're not lab staff. Your name is Lefko, kind of like Jethro. Or some other sort of parallel I could draw. Vibrava being part ground type, it should be able to stand up to electric types quite well. The first move it gets, while being whittled down, would be Screech. Not going to be a permanent move, but 2 stages of defense down on the opponent, it's pretty helpful. Just be mindful of the slightly low accuracy of the move Screech. What's this? I don't have time for this. No way! I can't believe this! Get a load of this. You little, too, if you don't vacate the premises, Master Ann will do terrible things to you. I'm not going to question what kind of terrible things. Downstairs in this computer-ish room. Hey now, you're not supposed to be in the lab without your lab coat. Wait a minute, your face is aren't familiar. Intruders, we are fighting Allo. He doesn't have a shadow Pokemon. Hello. This reeks. Well, I don't know if I'd rather it Theon. Kind of a bad joke. You're far too late. There's nothing left here. Foo foo foo. Well, foo foo to you too, buddy. Wait, did I not grab this previously? I guess we got a DNA sample here. One of the locations. How about a quick nature check? Sassy plus special defense minus speed, as I said. Bold plus defense minus attack. Hardy, neutral nature. Careful nature plus special defense minus special attack. Same for Ampersand, even though it has a pretty decent special attack stat. Not quite as good as Yangion, though. Bashful, another neutral nature. And that is my team, in terms of natures. Well, this thing's been waiting for us back here, so let's just pass on through and see what lies around. Pretty big spot of the lab. I'm gonna sneak around the other dude. Is that a DNA sample I see? I see a splish splashing, so I guess it must be. What in the name of the blazes? How did you two avoid the eyes of our security staff? You're like the other dude and also the Tom Hanks voice conductor in Polar Express, Dubik. Very exciting your team is. 2 electrodes and that's about all. I mean, double explosion could be menacing. Those screeches worried me and explosion wasn't really much of a problem until the end. You didn't duck from security, you walked all over them. Yeah, that's the idea of my way of operation all around. Do whatever you want. It's too late now. We're finished with our research. What you're doing is futile. Don't know why I switched the accents of these scientists. We found a DNA sample. It is lovely. But I still feel like I need to find another one before getting way too far. Oi, I see you up there, pre-chorus. Let's analyze these DNAs to see what can be found. There's Mischievous, and we got other ones. I don't know why I didn't see the Mischievous one. Did I scan off screen? There's one of that of Sudowoodo. Alright, so it's Mischievous, Sudowoodo, and... it's always confusing because there's always a weird rearranging going on. And Bayleaf, hey, look at that. That's what I gotta put into the code thing. So, let's do it. Let's release the lock with the options we have. We have Mischievous, Sudowoodo, and Bayleaf. No particular order, just as long as you get the proper 3. And just beyond this door lies Scrub, or Burks backwards. Not once, but twice, but 3 times we meet. But this is only the 2nd time we battled. Do you recall who I am? I shall avenge my humiliation at the Relic Forest. You're kind of an important dude, so I guess I'll not speed up quite yet. Almost looks like a African-American human face on his belt buckle instead of a weird swirly thing. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of like the Bowser pendant that you see on Malon and Talon in Oot, and I don't think in George Maskino. There's kind of character models. Yeah, it kind of made a good move sending out the Pokemon that we currently have. I think I'll use Dragon Breath on the Wobbuffet and Giga Drain on the Graveler. We don't have Razor Leaf for the split damage, even though I feel like it would still take out the Graveler because it's quad weak and sturdy doesn't apply properly. Giga Drain does the proper damage, and I'm kind of worried about Wobbuffet with its Miracle and counter. I feel like it would try to use counter a bit more. And with Dragon being a special move, things might line up a little weirdly. And you know what? I think I'm going to start speeding up now. We're using Dragon Breath on Wobbuffet and getting ready to get a good drain in that Clam Pearl, even though it's probably already happened by this point. Wobbuffet's pretty resilient because it's a punching bag, and it's pretty smart actually using Mirror Coat now, but not that I can do much damage to it, even though in retaliation it does quite a bit back. I think a good strategy for this would be to try to get -6 defense on it so I can go ham on it in one turn with Body Slam and Dragon Rush, or even Sand Tomb, even though that's pretty inaccurate and doesn't do much damage in the first place. Even though I'm pretty sure he had a Meditite in the first battle where he still had his Hitmontop that we caught for the team, he has Medicham as well. Shadow Tag being an arena trap move, so I couldn't switch back out to Vibrava to lower her heart gauge a little bit more. I know, such crazy game technicalities that really wrecks your brain with you being an evil team member. Let's go around our Pokemon through the PC once more. We are now healed, so now it is time to go down the stairs and see who is waiting for us. Oh man, these are our coffins. Let's see if I can get around before getting started way too crazy into anything. Here's an HP up. Oh, I think we're full on items, so it got transferred to the PC. Even though I did make some space for it, I think, or maybe doing some stuff made things weird with the transfers. But anyway, here's Fake Chorus. Seems to be a theme. There's Alder, then a Team Galactic Reject, and now Chorus. Good. This disc has been scrubbed of all data. That's done it. Don't you mean scrubbed with a K? Wah! How did you get in without my notice? Ah, I see. You must be the much talked about Westy too. Little did I expect to see you here, even though the Let's Player in control saw me. I am Ein. I am in charge of the Shadow Pokemon Lab. You are in charge. No one must be allowed to interfere with our Shadow Pokemon plan. I won't allow it. Let me acquaint you with the power of my Shadow Pokemon. Walk forward and battle. He's analyzing us before sending out his Pokemon. Even much so like Chorus in later generations with his boopity-boppity arm thing in Gen 7 that's constantly going bing-ba-ding, But anyway, he's starting off with these couple Pokemon that I don't see as too much of a threat, even though Geronimo isn't very fitted to it. Alright, Altaria is a Dragon type, so we gotta be careful. Actually, I gotta reconsider my options because Altaria is his one Pokemon that has the move Ice Beam, which is quad effective on Vibrava. Alright, so, we got a Dragon Flying and a Poison Flying, so how about we go into Yangion to at least try to do something about the Golbat. And, I don't think Geronimo's too fitted for this either, so let's go into Ampersand just to get some Thunderbolt damage out of the way, I guess. Just gotta expect some setting up stuff from his Pokemon later in the team. And him being a Cypher admin, aside from the outlier that was Mirror B and his Sudowoodo, you can kind of expect what to see. That's kind of an awkward way of saying things, and of course, I get confused right after my switch in, so it's still applied. And here comes the Ice Beam. I'm sure he was targeting Vibrava. Yep, look at that. Quad damage, even though it's not quad, with the critical hit. Alright, yeah. Light Screen. I think that's actually a good idea for some early setting up, because surely this Psybeam will take down Golbat with its frail defenses, especially being a critical hit. It'd be funny with it being a critical hit if it didn't take it down. I'd be like, what the heck? At least Vibrava is down on its Shadow Gauge. I did use a decent deal of Cologne Massages to get it down, and I did walk around quite a bit. Being a Sassy Nature is probably one of the lower range of Natures. There's like 3 tiers of Natures. One that's low tier, one that's middle ground, then one that takes a little longer to get things set up. And I'm sure Sneasel was among the higher tier of things, because you think that a Pokemon like Vibrava, as powerful as it can evolve to be, would be kind of threatening to lower its heart gauge for. I'm trying to make my sense with everything. Now he's going into a Huntail. I guess we're kind of getting used to them with Scrub having the Clam Pearl. I mean, I guess it's slightly more threatening than the other evolution, Gorbis. I think Huntail is more attack-oriented and Gorbis is defense-oriented. And yeah, Yangion survived with 1 HP. And not very much is able to happen in this battle. Let's see if I can get some speeding up going on, even though not really speeding up the video, except maybe I am. Huntail took out Yangion, and it's rather unfortunate. I'll just go into Yinion, even though it's probably happening way past then anyway, just to keep things speeding up well enough. I definitely want to eliminate that Altaria, because it's still a thing on screen, and look at that, it's using Fly, even though you've probably already seen it in the speed up. So Secret Power Mist and Ampersand Mentality Confusion, using Thunderbolt to take out that Huntail very dutifully. To which the next team member is Lantern. Do not use your electric moves on it, because it has the ability Volt Absorb. It does not have Water Absorb, and there's no random chance for what it could have. So know your limitations. And I also think that Huntail is one of the Pokemon it has that can set up the move Rain Dance, to which Lantern would respond with the move Thunder to make it 100% accurate, of course. So I'm glad I got that out of the way when I did. But of course, Lantern has Rain Dance here. But I'm negating that with Sunny Day, and it also weakens its water moves while Rain Dance powers them up. Taunt's a good idea to prevent any chances of Confused Ray or Rain Dance, so I think I got a good deal going on here. This Lantern, even though it does have decent HP and defenses, doesn't stand a chance to Solarbeam. Now it's time for the big guy though, Lord Farquaad, aka Raikou, however you want to say it. With your banana necklace, really? You can be like, oh my gosh, it's a shadow Pokemon, who would have thunk? And this Altaria has been on the field the whole time because I didn't really want to use too many moves. I mean, I was kind of hoping for Yangion to take it out with a Psybeam, but it wasn't able to land a hit too well. And hey, we got some paralysis going on here. Let's see. Do I want to try to Body Slam with Geronimo? Yeah, I think that's going to be the deal. So we can just do the damage with Secret Power to try to take down Altaria. Then Body Slam, definitely not Solar Beam or Giga Drain, because I'm not planning on taking this Raikou out. Oh, here comes Thunder, but no Rain Dance is in effect, so that's definitely a good idea to pack something like Taunt to prevent or Sunny Day to negate. Very wonderful things. And I'm kind of hoping to go 3 for 3 with captures. I think I'm just going to try a Premier Ball first, even though it's the same capture power as a regular Pokeball, being 1x 1 times, so I doubt it's going to work. Then I'm going to try an Ultra Ball for the sake of colorization, and if neither of those work, I might just resort to Timer Balls like I did with Entei. Oh boy, that Body Slam there. Premier Ball, let's go. I have Yinion set to switch out with Ferbrava. I'm sure you saw that in the speed up. However, I rearranged things. Kind of makes this LP a little odd to edit. Let's see, we got 1 shake. Alright, we're not 3 for 3 first throw captures, but I didn't exactly expect to. I mean, kind of fitting. I did call Raikou Farquaad in this and back in Heart Gold when it was a heck of a Farquaad to catch. Haha, kind of strategic me doing that as well. Ground type. This Ultra Ball has 1 shake, 2 shake, 3 shake, and capture! Yahoo! Alright, only 2 Pokeballs. I mean, again, I didn't really expect the Premier Ball to work. Ein's been taken down. This power, it defies belief. I mean, you should have seen my fun times with Dakim and Venus. I say Dakim gave me the most trouble battle-wise with his Protected Earthquake strategy, which is what I'm going to apply soon. Your struggle to get here was all in vain. The Shadow Pokemon we produce have already been moved elsewhere. Not that this has been a secret, really. And that, of course, includes the ultimate Shadow Pokemon I created for the boss. Wahaha! Oh man, what kind of Shadow Pokemon will Nazcaur have? Or Nazcur, however you want to say it, because he's the score of the 7 stages. I don't know. We got a Data ROM here. Alright. Let's see how that will do for me. But more importantly, we got a slightly obscured item capsule here, containing TM26. You know exactly what that is, unless you don't. It is mother-frickin' Earthquake. And you know exactly who's gonna get it. Yangion with his powerful attack. I mean, the only 2 Pokemon that can learn it so far are Geronimo and Hit Me on top. But I think Vibrava may be able to if it were to glow up and grow up a bit. So, yeah, let's keep that in mind. I think I'm gonna head to the purification area of everything. And with Ein being defeated, the pretty much final area of the game is open. I'm sure you can take a guess as to what it can be. A slight cutscene stuff going on, and we can get out of here through everything. Let's just make our way out of here. I'll save you the annoying beeping and sirening. By getting outside, where my controller's shaking, and that means that we got an email on the PDA. I was about to go into my items, strategically, but not strategically. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Got lab data, net from the under. Hi, this is Net. If you find any data at the Shadow Pokemon Lab, please bring it to me in the under. I'll be waiting for you as well. So yeah, I guess that's where we take the data ROM. You know what, I'm not gonna heal there. I'm gonna go to Agate Village and do my healing, and then make my way into the Relic Forest to get things done. I am without Rui. Oh yeah. We're not walking through the Relic Cave a lot on screen, so let's enjoy the brief ambience before we get into the musical ambience of the Relic Forest. I was hesitating a bit because I thought we were already transitioning to the thing, but we have a purification to do, or rather two. I feel like using another Time Flute on Raikou there. But for now, it's time to purify for Brava, our final team member. I don't have Hit Me on top of me because I don't really need him around, especially to have space for Raikou being around. You may notice that I lowercaseified the proper letters that needed to be lowercase on the other team members. And upon purification, for Brava gets Crunch and 3560 EXP. Alright, no level ups. Got the ribbon to signify that it's from Colosseum and everything. And we kind of have a space limitation for the nickname I want to give to Vibrava here, or rather, Qui. Yeah, I think you see what's going on, a kind of a pun in the making for its evolution, which is probably going to happen next time. It's going to be called Qui-Gon Jen. Yeah, if it was a male, it would be Qui-Gon Jim, just for the sake of hecking, but I feel like having a female team member, just because why not? Especially a strong female character. And it's time for Time Flute yet again. Let's put it on Raikou. Yeah, Entei's still chilling in the daycare there. I'm sure it needs quite a lot of walking around to be done. And I think also off screen I'm going to put the Shadow Pokemon like caught at the lab to walk them down and maybe use my decent riches for some cologne massages as well. I still have some in my inventory. Anyway, I'm talking through everything as we get Raikou purified. I can see the slightly lower quality pixels around the shadow in the lower background shadow. And regain the move Rain Dance, so you can set up an easy Rain Dance Thunder strategy. Or, you know, if you want to use it in Concord with Suicune, you can do things crazily like that as well. Yet again, I seriously poorly judged the time in the video, so I'm disjointing things a little bit again with this point of things by doing some purifications that I've done since the last segment, or at least lowering of heart gauges and now turning into purifications, starting with Apom, but probably moving into Ariados and all the other ones by now. And we also have some level ups because I did my battling with them and everything at the dual square. Quite a lot of levels actually, and I did get some EXP pretty close to level 45 for Qui-Gon Jinn. So things may be a little less far off than I may have initially thought. There's not really much reason for going here now, but let's go to Mount Battle because why not? Oh, hey, I didn't really expect to have a battle with this chick. Her name is Adel, kind of close to Ada, kind of a weird villain for part of Season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. With the Pikachu and a Vulpix. Vulpes means fox in Latin, and the IX part is not for Imperator X, and it doesn't mean the Roman numerals for 9. X for 6, of course. A modest little Abra here, which is a pretty good nature for it, and speaking of which, I might find it useful to mention that Farquaad, I feel the need to say it that over Raikou. It has the nature Modest, which is plus special attack, minus attack, so even though it comes with the move Quick Attack, it's not going to be very useful. It's pretty fast anyway, so you can give it a different normal type move even though you don't want any physical moves, so might as well stick with the Rain Dance Thunder strategy and Crunch and whatever else you wish to have. You've blown your chances, Adel. Get out of this battle. Running too much before battle wasn't a good idea. Gasp, gasp. Did you battle Hipster Dude? There's this building I found in the lab in the middle of the desert. Did you know? Yes, I did know. I've gotten it all thwarted out. Maybe they are having shadow Pokemon there. I have my doubts about it. Yeah, because I've already caught them all. Okay, I don't think any people in here would battle me. They'd scrape that Mount Battle's back to normal, but they are thrashing me again today. I don't even see Hipster Dude's battle. I'm sure we'd see them if we were to do the Mount Battle challenge, but we're not going to do it in this format. We're just going to check a couple things we do. All you two come for the Mount Battle challenge, but anyway, yes, I'm the move leader. I think I showed this guy, but there it is if you want to do it again. I guess if you want to get rid of strength on the Grand Bull, which I think you do have to do to make him forget HM moves, even in this game where HM moves aren't useful. And then there's this clerk lady, clerk stress stewardess. See my Poke Coupon prizes that we can get. So let's go into this. TM29, powerful psychic attack with a melee lower special defense. That's good old Psychic itself. TM13, that would be an Icy Cold Ice Beam. TM24, electric attack. Yes, the more accurate versions of everything. Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and illusory copies to enhance elusiveness. That's double team, I'm sure. Jussie grabbed a few of those, or maybe did some sort of emerald cloning trick. And a few rare berries that you can find, like Apricot, Pitaya, Leftovers. Yeah, kind of useful competitive items, even for Generation 3 standards. Bright Powder, I think that was on the Ariados, or maybe not. Maybe it was Silver Powder. Yeah. Glare to reduce accuracy, yeah, because Silver Powder is what raises Bugtrap moves, King's Rock for flinching, Skill Blends for critical hit rate. These items would be pretty useful if I already had some Poke Coupon points for going through Mount Battle, but as I said, it's not going to happen quite yet. Maybe in the aftergame after this main adventure that is going by a lot faster than I expected. So anyway, I think we're going off to the under now. Okay, we were told to come this way. Did you meet up with that Silver guy who was saying something about going and check out Railgun Tower? But where is the Railgun Tower anyway? I don't know. Okay, good. It's rotating the way it should. You're riding with your self in the hood. Oh, it's like the dish for the way the kids is doing things, because we got a nice little setup. Did you go to lab? Are both of you okay? Yeah, we're quite fine. I'm so glad. That's my hero. You're so inspiring. Okay, Net, I got something for you. Oh, SC2, how did it go? Did you find any data? We handed the data ROM over to Net. Oh, now this looks interesting. Let's scoop it out right away. Sorry if I'm being obnoxious. I've kind of started to cut the T's out of the way a little bit. Oh, hey, this data ROM appears to contain a list of shadow Pokemon that have been made so far. Ah, but no, looks like they've wiped the data. SC2, please leave this with me. I'll somehow try retrieving information from this data ROM, even if it means going over it little by little. SC2, as soon as I discover anything, I'll email your PDA. I have a feeling that we're going to get the pinging for the email if we leave the area and come back, so let's try that. Oh, how I still long to get that item capsule, but still no L-Disc for us. We get up out of here and we got something. We finally finished working that gigantic tower. Oh, did it take a long time to build or what? Didn't know when was the last time I went back home. You go on up there and see for yourselves. It's clean and shiny. It's what I call gorgeous. Okay, we're hearing new stuff. So we can give it a brief look. Railgun Tower. Finally completed as Cypherspace Sediments Tower. It has a Colosseum on top. But we're not ready to go there quite yet. Let's just pop into Pirate Town and see what can be done. And we're just leaving from the under, so things are a little bit on the interesting side. But yeah, lately those have been trying to hit me up for money. It's even sort of lonely. Of course, I still don't have any money to give. Quite the humorous. Wanna do like the EAUX kind of French deal, even though it's EUSE for masseuse. I don't know. I'm just trying to Frenchify things in a way to sound cool, but I'm not sounding very cool in the way I'm doing things. But I feel like going through this pirate building and fighting Kai again. Even though, I'll let you in on a secret. I've already done it. So let's just roll the clip. Qui-Gon Jinn is level 45 in this battle against Kai. Yet another rematch. It's like, what, the third or fourth time we fought her? Of course, I didn't have to fight her every time, but I'm fighting her for good reason, because she has her own Vibrava that went down in one hit to my Dragon Claw super effective, not Dragon Claw, but Dragon Fang boosted Dragon Breath attack that could cause paralysis if it didn't faintify it. But the way it works for you is no paralysis, but for enemies it's 100% chance of paralysis. But anyway, I feel like I might put this at the end of the episode for the sake of hype, because, what? Qui-Gon Jinn is evolving! Don't split yourself in half now, even though that's more of a villainous thing to take place. Oh yes, here comes the evolution with the DNA strands of everything. What the heck? I thought I heard weird things in the background, but I think it's just the background melodies for the evolution music. And Qui-Gon Jinn is now Flygon. So, for the title, let Qui-Gons be Flygons, haha. No matter what, this elevator is off limits. And now that we have a fully evolved team, specifically a fully evolved Flygon from Vibrava, Qui-Gon Jinn being its nickname, it's time to teach Earthquake because it couldn't learn it as a Vibrava. So let's go over to Qui-Gon Jinn and do the learning of this stuff. It's time to replace that very underwhelming move, Sand Tomb. Yeah, Sand Tomb at the very bottom there. I'm sure it's going to be moved to the top because we have the Protect Earthquake strategy. I have Protect on Yin-Yon and Hit Me on top, and I also bought a Team 17 Protect to put on Amber Sam, so while I'm highlighted upon that, I will do it as well. So yeah, maybe a little not very variable me having Protect on 3 different Pokemon, but it's kind of a wild card, and having my Pokemon be codependent and everything hook upon knowing Earthquake on Qui-Gon Jinn, just to see if it would be a nice strategy. That and Thundershock doesn't really serve me too well for the rest of the game. I don't really need to have Thunderbolt and Thundershock. So anyway, with that part of things done, it's also time to give another move to Qui-Gon Jinn. Let's do it! It's time for Steel Wing to have a Steel-type move, to have some nice variety on everything. Let's say goodbye to Screech for that. I don't need lowering of defense. I mean, there's a chance of it happening with Umbreon Yin-Yon's secret power, so I could try for that a little bit, but I think my team is outfitted for moves in a decently set up way, so yep, look at those moves. Psychic is only in a couple levels, so keep that in mind to upgrade Psybeam from. There's just no longer going to be any confusion chances out of it. Dragon Breath would likely be replaced with Dragon Claw, but that's not really a thing until the aftergame. I'm pretty satisfied with what Geronimo has. Body Slam could be something later on, once I've caught everything with the paralysis from Body Slam. Umbreon really can't get much better, unfortunately. Some slight changes to Amber Sam there, and Hit Me on top. I think I'll stick with that for now. Actually, I think Endeavor is coming at level 47 or 49, one of those levels. I could potentially get rid of either Focus Energy or Rapid Spin, but they're both interesting to keep around. I'd probably be more likely to get rid of Focus Energy because I could just go straight up for Brick Break anyway without having only a chance of a critical hit taking place. So with all of this done, until next time on Pokemon Colosseum, where we get started on what was being constructed and is now our final dungeon, the Rogum Tower, do not toast yourself, and remember, gotta snag 'em all.